We got Peter all wound up today
Yeah,
ahead of our
didn't like this.
AI roundup tomorrow. Have a quick AI outrage story today talking about Snapchat's My AI feature that's really just out there trying to make everyone's life better and more interesting.
Oh my!
And I think succeeding really is the main
Really
takeaway from
testing
this
the limits
episode.
today, Mike.
Okay, I thought you were done trolling me, but yeah, watch the episode anyway. I get angry.
My favorite topic as of late, apart from politics, is our future annihilation by AI. And we get to talk again today about Snapchat. My AI is not your friend. And that we even have to have this warning, I think bolsters my argument that the problem is that people think of these tools as friends and they're not, as evidenced by this article from AdGuard.
Yeah, but this is the thing that got me from this article, right? So, first of all, just to introduce the article, it says, My AI is not your friend. How Snap's AI chatbot spies on you and fuels ad targeting. I read that out very badly. It's an article on AdGuard's blog, and it talks about how Snapchat have added a friend in your contacts list, which is an AI called My AI. So there's several things about this. Like they made it so that you can't remove that person from your contacts list. They've made it. There's a small disclaimer that says, "Don't submit personal information. Don't tell
It's
it
in their terms
private
of use,
things."
Peter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that sarcastic tone is exactly what was going through my head when I saw that. You can remove it if you pay Snap, but it's basically this is the thing that I got from it. Snap are presenting this as a friendly bot that you can chat to. They boast about how many hundreds of millions of billions of messages and 150 million people have sent these billions of messages, and how great it is to be able to let them target ads more carefully and know people's moods and stuff to be able to make ads more effective. And they also at the same time claim that privacy is part of their core values or whatever. But it's not people's fault. It's not kids' fault that they think of this as an entity they can trust.
No,
it's presented in a way as being
right.
a friend and trustworthy. They're inviting kids to talk to it. And I don't blame anybody who has accidentally submitted personal information to it, because it's a fucking chatbot that's meant to respond to you like another human.
Friendly human.
Is a friend of
very
yours.
friendly human. This is actually online predator like style weaponized. You remember back in the day before parents even knew about this stuff, predators were out there, and they were, I don't know if they were some of the first, but that was an easy avenue for them to find vulnerable kids on the web. And I mean, I experienced this, and all of my friends experienced this. If you're an American, it was on AOL. If you're European, it was on MSN. And before that, it was how am I blanking? Not ICQ. ICQ.
IRC, ICQ, Muds, Talkers.
Right.
We get it. You're old, Peter.
And
thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Now you have these kids, they're on Snapchat, and they've been taught, don't talk to strangers on the web. They are bad people. Don't talk to them, no matter how nice they are. And here, Snapchat's like, we got the perfect friend for you.
But
you can't avoid them.
This is literally exactly what you both said you wanted, is a personal AI that's a companion on your phone. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah, but the difference here is that Snapchat has always been about privacy. They bang on about privacy being a core thing. And this records all the data that they've got. The point of the article at the beginning was that they don't make it clear that Snapchat is recording everything, because one of someone tweeted about saying, they said, oh, what was it we were talking about, to the AI? And it said, oh, we were talking about this movie, Terminator. Have you gone to see it yet? Was the response. And it was like, oh shit, so you are actually, despite all the other claims and the way that you've been operating before, Snapchat is recording everything about this and storing it, and it's, They also talk about the fact that you can delete the data if it's within like 30 days or something. You can just delete it like a normal conversation. But if it's past that amount of time, you have to jump through all these hoops to like request to Snap that it gets deleted, which is frankly bullshit. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 30 days or 24 hours or whatever. But,
Yeah, I think there's two issues, though. One is behaviorally the way people interact with this thing, and then the other is the privacy and security concerns. Obviously, this is a weird fit because they do focus so much on privacy that they have this carve out, which interestingly they do talk about in the article how getting it used to be a premium upgrade, but then they realized how much money they could make from having it. So they made not having it the premium upgrade, which you referenced earlier. But I also grabbed a couple examples from just like general AI. Oh, no, that's not one of them.
Oh God. Mike's at it with his fucking memes again. Peter's face when you like the latest NSCU video. Please do like and subscribe. But I do not look like a baby seal when you do it.
It's so cute though. You're like,
I look like I look more like an otter when
Otter's so cute. Love both.
Yeah.
Big fan. I wanted to loop us back to what Mike said, which was you both wanted this. You want personal assistance on your phone.
He's just trolling, man. Don't respond to
I
it.
do.
No,
you know what else I've said?
That's exactly
you know
what
what else I've said? I want that shit hosted at home. I want that shit to not make outside calls with the data that I've submitted.
Sure, but again, separating the behavioral aspect from the security aspect of it, my point just is that when people interact with these things, it's natural to think of them as human interactions, and they're not.
Okay, yeah,
maybe that's burying the lead, but that's all I was getting at.
Yeah.
So I also grabbed some of these other cases. This from my AI talking about it lying to you, and there's a. Can I make this bigger? Maybe.
Right click, open.
So he's talking about somebody's chatting with the thing. He says, "Oh, I need to take a break," and it's, "Oh, let me set a reminder for you." And the thing says, "All right, I've set a reminder, no problem." And then when the reminder's supposed to go off, comes back and says, "Hey, you were supposed to give me the alarm," and my AI responds, "Oh, sorry, I don't have the ability to set alarms for you." And so there was
a
whole thread about is it lying to you? Go ahead, Peter.
Do we want to get into the whole idea of giving access to a chatbot to teenagers via my AI? I mean, who thought that this was a good idea at Snap? I mean, I'm sure that they've made a lot of money from it, but did nobody think, oh, do you know what? There's all these security problems with AI and reliability problems and all these things that everybody's been complaining about is completely impossible to prove that it's trustworthy, that what it's saying is correct or not, that it can't be jailbroken. Like, how quickly was this jailbroken? I would like to know. Probably within days, hours, the number of like users they have. And, teenagers are pretty smart. So I think within seconds, it's probably spouting Hitler stuff at people. I bet that there's some even worse underlying issues as well. Like, they're probably going to add like plugins to it or something and allow it to access the internet somehow. And then it's just going to go,
well, I think it already sort of is because it's collecting data, right?
Yeah.
Which means it's able to write, I would have to guess, to a database, or at least pass key information that it deems important onto a worker of some sort that will, we're talking about like a data worker, not a person sitting there,
Yeah.
That would then pass that on to a database. So like, I'm pretty sure that ChatGPT does not function like this. Right? ChatGPT stores conversations for context for between you and ChatGPT, but ChatGPT does not take it that far, right? Like, it's the OpenAI, I'm pretty sure, does not take what you've said and send it off somewhere. Maybe they do. I don't know. But my point is,
They could. I think
They
there's nothing
definitely
to stop them
could.
doing it.
Maybe they
They're
do.
not
Who
interested in
knows?
selling ads. They're interested in selling a service. Currently, they're
Yeah.
not interested in selling ads.
Right.
But the Snap are boasting about the fact that the data they're collecting from my AI lets them target people
Yeah.
better, basically, which is just
And it's
they've
listening,
designed,
right? It's
yeah,
listening to conversations. Like, this is terrifying.
and it's storing context. They've designed a product which is specifically to entice people to talk to it so that they can target ads better, which means it has to get to know that person. It has to be friendly and appear trustworthy. They put a tiny disclaimer saying, oh, don't submit personal information once that you see. They've made it difficult to delete data after a certain point. They're boasting about how well it's working to target ads to people. And it's so unethical. It just
This just sounds like shareholder appeasement
I
101.
don't know.
Like,
it makes me really upset.
definitely.
And it's fucking teenagers as well. This is
Right.
like
It's kids.
You can't remove it. I don't know. I'm getting angry now. I'm gonna have to go and have a lie down or something because it's so fucked up.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.